Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're getting real about money. I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how I manage my monthly budget, from rent and groceries all the way to savings and even a little bit of fun money. If you've ever felt like your paycheck just disappears, or if you're just looking for some new strategies to get ahead, you're in the right place. We're going to break it all down, step by step. This isn't about complicated spreadsheets or financial jargon. This is a real life, practical guide to mastering your money. Ready to feel like a boss with your budget? Let's dive in. First things first, you can't budget what you don't track. The absolute first step is to know your numbers. What's your total income after taxes? This is your starting point, the total amount you have to work with each month. For me, that's my salary from my main job, plus any side hustle income. You add it all up to get one clear number. Once you have your total income, it's time to face the expenses. You used to just guess, but that's a recipe for disaster. For 1 month, it tracked every single penny you spent. Yes, even that morning coffee. You can use a simple notebook, a notice app on your phone, or a budgeting app. The tool doesn't matter as much as the habit. This initial tracking phase is like turning the lights on in a dark room. It can be a little shocking, but it's essential. You'll finally see where your money is actually going. Alright, now that you know your income and you have a rough idea of your spending, it's time to create the actual budget. I personally left the 50-30-per-20 rule as a starting framework. It's simple and super effective. Here's how it works. 50% of your after-tax income goes towards your needs. These are the absolute must-haves, the non-negotiables. We're talking about rent or mortgage, utilities like electricity and water, transportation to work, groceries, and insurance. These are the bills you have to pay to live. So, take your total monthly income, multiply it by 0.5, and that's your target number for all your needs combined. If you find your needs are taking up way more than 50%, it's a sign that you might need to look at reducing your major expenses, like housing or transportation costs, if possible. Next up is the 30% for your wants. This is the fun stuff. This category includes everything that makes life enjoyable but isn't strictly necessary for survival. Think dining out, grabbing drinks with friends, your Netflix subscription, shopping for new clothes, hobbies, and travel. This is your lifestyle money. Calculate 30% of your income, and that's your budget for guilt-free spending. The key here is to be honest with yourself about what's a need versus a want. That fancy gym membership might feel like a need, but if there's a cheaper alternative, it probably belongs in the wants category. Having this dedicated fund for fun prevents you from feeling deprived and it makes it easier to stick to your budget long term. You don't have to give up everything you love to beg it with money. And finally, the most important part for your future self, the 20%. This portion of your income is dedicated to savings and investments. This is how you build wealth and achieve your long-term financial goals. This 20% should be a priority, not an afterthought. A huge mistake people make is trying to save whatever is left over at the end of the month. More often than not, there's nothing left. That's why we pay ourselves first. As soon as my paycheck hits my account, I have automatic transfers set up. A portion goes directly into my high-yield savings account for my emergency fund, and another portion goes into my investment accounts. Automating this process is a game changer. It takes the temptation and the guesswork out of it. Your future self will thank you for this. Remember, this 20% is for goals like retirement, a down payment on a house, or simply building a financial safety net. Let's walk through a concrete example using my own budget. I'm going to use round numbers to make it easy to follow. Let's say my after-tax income is $4,000 a month. According to the 50-30-per-20 rule, that means the $1,000 for needs, $1,200 for wants, and the $800 for savings. So for my needs, my rent is $1,400. Utilities are about $150. My groceries, I budget $300, and my phone and the internet bill is about $100. That adds up to $1,950, right under my $2,000 goal for needs. Perfect. Now for my wants, I have a budget of $1,200. This is where I have to be more disciplined. I'll allocate about $300 for dining out and coffee shops. For entertainment, like movies or concerts, I set aside $150. Shopping for clothes or gadgets, I give myself $200. I also put $200 into a travel fund for my next vacation. The rest, around $350, is a flexible fund for miscellaneous things that pop up, like a friend's birthday gift or a weekend trip. Tracking this category closely on a budgeting app helps me stay within my $1,200 limit. If I overspend in one area, say dining out, I know I need to pull back on shopping for the rest of the month. It's a constant balancing act. Finally, we have my $800 for savings and the investments, which is 20% of my income. As I mentioned, this is automated. The moment I get paid, $400 is automatically transferred to my high-yield savings account. This is my emergency fund, and my goal is to have 6 months of living expenses saved up. The other $400 is automatically invested. I put it into a low-cost index fund within my retirement account. By automating it, I treat it like any other bill. It's non-negotiable. Over time, thanks to compound interest, this is the money that will truly grow and work for me, building long-term wealth without me having to think about it every day. So, what happens when things don't go according to plan? Because life happens. Your car breaks down, you have an unexpected medical bill, or you just have a month where you overspend. Don't panic and don't give up. A budget isn't meant to be a rigid prison. It's a flexible tool. This is why having that emergency fund is so crucial. For unexpected but necessary expenses, you dip into your emergency fund, and then you create a plan to replenish it over the next few months. If you just overspent on once, forgive yourself and adjust. The next months, maybe you should buy on dining out to get back on track. The key is to review your budget regularly, at least once a month. See what worked, what didn't, and make adjustments. Your income might change, your goals might change, and your budget should evolve with you. It's a living document. The most powerful thing about budgeting isn't just about restricting spending. It's about empowerment. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It gives you control and clarity over your financial life. You start making conscious spending decisions that align with your values and goals. You're no more longer just drifting. You're actively steering your financial ship towards the future you want, whether that's a debt-free life, a dream vacation, or early retirement. It reduces financial stress and replaces it with confidence. And it all starts with that first step, tracking your spending and creating a simple plan. You can absolutely do this. So that's a deep dive into how I manage my money every single month. I hope breaking it down into needs, wants, and savings with the 50-30-per-20 rule helps you get started. Remember, the best budget is the one you can actually stick to. So feel free to adapt these percentages to fit your own life and your own goals. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. I'd love to hear your own budgeting tips or questions in the comments below. Let's start the conversation. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.